Going live. My goodness, I always love this so much. In case you don't know, I have terrible stage fright, so I don't love it so very much, but I do always kind of enjoy it once I get going. Hi there, and welcome to the live stream. And that sound was my bird. You will be getting to know and we are now live. All right. Hi there, everybody. I am a couple of minutes late, which is getting to be a bad habit of mine. And for all of you cupcakes, that is the cupcake, my dove, also my little dove. I had to get a little VTube cupcake for my VTube model because I love my dove. And of course he's named after you guys. Thank you all so very much for stopping by. Thank you for being here. Thank you for everything. My goodness. 30,000 subscribers is so many. It is so many more than the county that I live in. There are more people subscribed than I have in my county, and that is a little mind-boggling. It is a little mind-boggling, but I am grateful for each and every one of you. I'm going to try and get on this page so I can see everyone chatting. And, oh, there we go. Super Arsenal. Hello, thank you. You are first. Fashionmon. Midnight Smoke. Midnight, hi. Midnight's been a friend for so long of this channel. And Mushan is always going to make himself known in the most kind and generous ways. Thank you so much for the memberships. That was so sweet. Vodienoi and Jim, thank you. Oh my goodness, you guys are starting off so sweet. Kaguzo, Smurf, I saw you yesterday in the chat. Thank you. I'm sorry that I didn't get to say hi. I was looking in my other chat window, but I did see you. A bunch of people got gift subs today. Monster Mango, hi, and Christian Cleopatra. Yes, the stream. We got the stream. For those of you who are not, I just realized that my image is a little fuzzy. You know what that is? I've got a bit too much uploading all at once. My video for today was a little bit ish when I got it up. It was cropped wrong, so I redid it. And it's going to be going live. Today's video is going to be going live as soon as I'm done here. But now I've got a bunch uploading at the same time. It's okay. We got this. We got this. We got this. And let's see. Mushan, Christian, you guys are so very sweet. Thank you for joining me. And 30,000 subscribers is stunning. It is. I don't even know how to react to that. I hit a lull for a long time because after I hit 20,000, just kind of one thing after another kind of, this past year has been a lot. And it's never been anything terrible, but it was always things that could have been scary, but turned out to be not scary. Tizzy, oh, thank you so much. God, Tizzy, you don't have to do that. You guys don't have to, I'm here to thank you guys. Guys. I'm here to thank you guys for all of your support, for all of your likes and all of your comments and all of your shares and your and for Cupcake. And KMS Prince, thank you again. Another person who I saw yesterday, I didn't get to thank you live at the moment. I tried to do it the last minute, and I don't think it went through. And I was also having trouble with my upload yesterday because, again, I was streaming to multiple sites. I usually do. For some people are on Twitch, some people are on YouTube, and so I kind of want to meet people where they're at. But today is a YouTube thing. Today is all about this community here that is where I got to start this particular portion of my career, and I have been so happy. I'm coming up on 3 years soon, so it's been remarkable. It's been remarkable from the days where I was uploading every single day in order to get the ball rolling, and now uploading every single week because life has hit me in the face. But so many of you have been... I'm going to get emotional. So many of you have been here through this... This past year and a half, where I have had things that I were scary sometimes. When my doctors were trying to find out what the hell was going on with I have like really low blood pressure, and we were trying to figure out. And I had a hormonal imbalance. They were trying to figure out what was causing it. And they thought maybe a brain tumor. And that was fun to worry about. And then they thought it was something else. And they thought one other thing. I've been to, like, I don't want to dwell on, like, negative. Because the bottom line is it's never been anything. It was always something that was probably nothing, but could be something. And the thing that it could be was kind of scary. And you guys have been here so understanding on the days that I was a little hiding my head in the sand. I knew that I had a lot of people in my corner, and I don't know what the past year and a half would have looked like if I'd had a regular job. My God, you guys are so being kind. Hi, Christian, thank you. And Cosmic, thank you so very much. Love you more than I love pickles. That is a lot. That is a crazy lot. What is your favorite kind of pickle? That is an important question there. But yeah, it's, I don't know what my life would have been like if I had a normal job in the past year and a half, because there were times when there were long periods of times when I wasn't able to work, and it was never anything painful. It was just I was incredibly weak and dizzy and tired and sleeping a lot. So I felt really awkward complaining, but there were times that it was disheartening, and especially when we didn't know what was going on. We finally do know what was going on. It's not terrible. What I'm going to say is going to sound terrible. It's not. We discovered a heart defect that has been there apparently for what, like when I look back, I've had symptoms all my life of this. It just, I didn't realize. And it's not anything that is, it's not anything that's terrible. I could live the rest of my life without ever having to get surgery for it, or ever having a problem with it. But, and if it does, it's not being treated right. I'm not getting surgery for it now. And I likely never will, until it gets bad enough that the risk of infection from a surgery is worse than the actual symptoms or something like that. So it's not bad. And we've been managing things so that it's gotten better. But there will be times when there will be times in my life when it just is not as easy, or I'll be more tired, and if that's the worst I've got to look forward to in my life, is periods where I'm just tired. It's not so bad. It was mostly the scary shit. It was mostly scary when I just didn't know what was going on. And it has meant so much to me that I've had people who supported me when I went from churning out content every my bird likes to laugh at me. He's laughing at my pain. Rightfully so. The pickle pioneer. Yes, that is the favorite pickle. Brilliant answer. Brilliant freaking answer. Also my favorite pickle. But when I went from posting every day and creating content every day, or getting other writers to work with every day, to going slowing down until it was just once a week. And then there was 1 month where I think I only posted once in the month. I went 3 weeks without posting for a little bit. You guys were still there, and you guys were still supporting me. And when I got on, you were there to be my cheerleaders. And I thought I was getting into this to be a cheerleader. I thought I was really doing this so that I could be a cheerleader for other people who were, looking for this vicarious support, this vicarious affirmation. I got into this because I've said for a long time the world doesn't have enough cheerleaders, and I wanted to do that. And instead, I found tens of thousands of cheerleaders for myself, and I'm so very humbled and grateful. And you guys are wonderful. This community is amazing. And Mushan. Mushan is incorrigible. I love him, but Mushan is incorrigible. And I'm looking forward to playing with Mushan. At some point we will play again. Mushan and I tried to play Repo live stream on Twitch a few weeks ago, and we will have to do that again. We ended up playing Goblin Cleanup, which I watched them play again. It is the new game is actually live and out, and I've got to play more of that game because I love it. I love it so much. I don't know how that got to be one of my favorite games, but it is absolutely, well, you know what? One of the reasons it's one of my favorite games is because of the people I play with. And that is kind of always the truth. My goodness, Mushan, you gifted so many subscriptions. Thank you so much. And also those of you who are Tasty Cakes and Angel Cakes. Tasty Cakes on the Tasty Cake tier members of my YouTube channel. I am tomorrow having another live stream, and you're all invited, and it's gonna be closed to the people who are, because that makes it a smaller group that we can, and we do kind of get on voice and chat and hang out and play games and what have you. So it's always a good time, and I like those opportunities to get to hang out 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 1-on-3. What would that be? 1-on-3. That sounds kind of spicy. That's not the way I meant that. But let's face it, it's me, so I kind of always... I always have a dirty joke in the back of my mind. Daniel, not been here the longest, but always happy to see you upload. Thank you so very much. I'm grateful to all of you as well. Lee Lopez, congratulations on 30,000 subscribers, and hugs back so much. Did I ever see what was the favorite pickle? I mean, people said pickle pioneer was the favorite pickle, but okay, you know what? The Brits who are watching will get this. Yesterday I really, really wanted to have a pickle and cheese sandwich, which sounds weird to Americans, but it's so good. Kelvin, thank you so very much. Kelvin Zarel, as in K-temps, as in Kelvin temperatures. I used to be a makeup artist, and so for photography and film. So every time I see Kelvin, it's always thinking about the lighting. Oh, and people are thanking Mushon for the subs because Mushon is so sweet and so kind. And hi, Richie. Thank you for joining the stream. And let's see. I hope everybody's doing well this weekend. Tell me something. I'm going to be streaming. I've been streaming on Twitch. I need to get back to playing Date Everything because I think the idea of streaming a whole bunch of dating sims and dating themed games kind of goes along with my channel. And I like the idea of talking about all the red flags and green flags, and it's also fun to play. Boomtron, yes, you are on YouTube. Is everything terrible again? It might be. I think it's doing better today. Thank you. Oh my goodness, Richie. Thank you so very much. You guys are so kind. And you don't have to do that. Thank you. Thank you. We're here to hang out and make friends and chat but you guys, tell me something. What games, what dating sims, if you don't mind sharing, if you don't mind admitting, what dating games do you like playing? Because I kind of love them. I'm kind of an addict for, this is almost embarrassing to admit, but I have no shame. I have no shame. I love AI dating bots. AI says some of the most out-of-pocket shit sometimes, and I love it. And also it gives me, I'm not gonna lie, there are a lot of times where I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. Just like, I'll just read the... Sorry, my bird is landing on my boom arm and making tippy-tap sounds on my mic, I'm sure. I'll be playing, I'll be like going through the AI chatbots and go, oh, that's a good idea for a premise. That's a good premise for a story, and I'll write a story from that. Or there'll be just a line. There was a line. Oh. In fact, today's story coming out. First line, the opening line is, I can make this pleasurable or I can make this painful. It's up to you. And that was, I saw that pop up in an AI chat and I was like, that is the beginning of a fucking story. That is the beginning of a very good story. I need to write that story. And now I've got a 3-part story with a character that I really, really like. It's something that I'd had a vague idea for the type of character that I wanted to do. And I was like, oh, that's absolutely the voice of the character that I had in mind. So we have another vampire story coming up. Another vampire series coming up. This one's set in Miami after the whole like turnover of Sebastian. If you have not listened to the Flirty Vampire series, it's the most recent few of the Flirty Vampire series, where some vampire leader named Sebastian he'd been offed by his own kind because he was going crazy. So new power vacuum, new things going on in Miami. And I knew that I wanted to do something like that, but I was kind of like not getting it. And I saw that line, and I was like, oh, that is exactly the voice of that is exactly the type of character that I had in mind. And that kicked it off, just one line. That is so often, like my stories, so many of my stories start off with a punchline, like a joke that I want to say, and I work backwards from there. Oh goodness, Richie, thank you so much. And Priest, You guys, thank you. So very sweet and so very kind, and I am so very grateful. Kelvin is in absolute zero temperatures plus. Oh, Superman's dad's name. Of course. I should have known that. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen the Superman movie yet. I want to. I have not. It's been a busy. I was going to say it's been a busy few weeks, but it's been like longer than a couple of weeks that it's been out now. So you don't know any besides Honey Pop. I do like Honey Pop. I know. Yeah, that one is not going to happen. Honey Pop Studio. That's the other problem, is finding one that I can play and is not too spicy to play. I also probably should make a separate channel for my live streams and my gaming. I am almost loath to, let me know what you think. I am almost loath to make yet another channel, but for the YouTube algorithm, it would probably help if I didn't confuse them with gaming versus fictional roleplay. Never played any dating games. I tend to play scary games, fantasy, or random games. I also, you know what? I can make stories out of those as well. Oh, here you go. You know what? If you like scary games, and if you like dating games, we've got a Monster Girl dating sim over on Steam. With those of you who haven't seen it, it's me, and it's my Dream the Angel character that was from the Monster Girl Manor series. It's hello Cupcake. My bird just fell off of my boom arm and landed on my desk because he's a silly little thing. So it's the hey Mo, how you doing? It's so good to see you. And Scrimble, hi. Thank you. So if you guys haven't seen it, BTD, did I say hi? I responded to what you said. Monster Prom is fun with a group. I'm not sure if it counts, but honey, Monster Prom. I am not. You know what I read. You know what I thought that said when I first read it. I don't even have to spell it out for you. I absolutely thought you were saying something else. And I was Cupcake's all excited for the Monster Prom. So anyway, yeah, we did. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Monster Girl Manor on Steam. It is free now, and it's me. It's Zena Alexander's her Olga character. It is Starlit Audio, and it is Method Switch with her demon character, and there is I don't know if Lacey Audeo is on there yet, but she's coming, and she's going to be there as a cheerleader because monsters are cheerleaders are the scariest monsters of all. So you would never let me say something like that here. That's not the type of conversation we have here. That's the type of conversation that we have in the Discord server, isn't it? For the Spice Rack Discord server. Anybody, I'm just doing all the advertisements, but there are people who are unaware of when we talk about things like this, when I talk about things like this. There are me, Lacey Audeo, Method Switch, Starlit Audio, and Zena Alexander are all members of this group we call the Spice Rack. And we have a collective, we have a collective Discord server. And if you join any of our Patreons, you get free access to that server with our Patreon, so that you can come hang out with us and chat with us. And that way, we kind of did it because some of us are in the Discord server more than others, and I always get stage fright. I am there less than some, more than others, but I always get stage fright when I'm talking more than just a couple of people. And so on the days when I cannot nut up and put on my big girl panties and go in and say hi like I should, there are other people there to hang out with. There are other VAs to hang out with. And because there's usually a VA there, it attracts groups that are there regularly, and there's a real community, a really wonderful community, and a lot of them are in this chat right now. And so many of you have become genuine friends, and you guys, I hope you know who I'm talking to. There are people that I would be so proud to call my friends in any way, shape, or form, and I'm so honored to have met you guys. Boomtron Dream, do you know that human children are born with 4 kidneys? I did not know that. I'm glad you specified human. What happens to the other 2? Hey Wildcat, how you doing? And Ventus is one of the people. Ventus is one of the people from the live chat with the lovely voice, because I've got a thing for German accents. Not just German, but I have a thing for German. Most Scandinavian accents, actually. And how is everyone else? So happy 30 subscribers. Jeremy Vargo, thank you so very much. It is so very good to see you. So let's see, where were we? So yes, the Steam game Monster Girl Manor is up. It's for free for now. I am going to be doing another character for the show, for the game, and it's right now it's like a visual novel, and it's going to have mini game elements to it, but right now it's a visual novel. And let's see, you get to like go in and have a virtual date with the characters. Right now I have 1 date up. I've got to put another one up, and I'm going to put another character up. And I was thinking of doing, what do you think for the next Ultra Whale, the Beluga? Hey, baby beluga. And so, what do you think? Do you think flirty vampire, or do you think the snobby ghost? I'm kind of feeling the snobby ghost, actually, but certainly the flirty vampire is a little more iconic. I could do the Yandere Neko, because that would be, Yandere Neko will always be wholesome in her silly little way. But I could also do Yandere Neko. What do you think? What character would you like to see first? In a ghost? Good. Yeah. Ghost. Has to be a monster girl, but actually it could. Nah, we're gonna stick with monster girls. So I'm kind of feeling the ghost. I'm just kind of in the mood to play the ghost again, is what that is. And I don't really have any stories for her off the top of my head. The snobby ghost. Downloaded because of the spy. You have it downloaded because of the Spice Shack. Still haven't played it yet. Partial to the vampire. I believe it is how I found you. It is how a lot of people have found me. You're right. Because that character has so much of myself in it. It started off as so much of myself. Jeremy, if you do not know, I probably put it in the outros. Got a very chatty bird back there. I should probably learn to put him into my living room when I'm doing live streams, but I kind of like having him here with me, and he gives me just enough distraction. Like, you would think if I have stage fright, I would rather not have a distraction, and I would feel nervous that he's going to make some noise or jump on the boom mic or something like that. But it actually gives me just enough distraction that it makes me feel a little more comfortable. But the the flirty vampire was a character that I just kind of had the idea, like I just wanted to do an old-fashioned vampire, and I think that one was supposed to be a one-off, or maybe maybe a series of 3. I can't remember if it was supposed to be one or a series of 3. But it was so popular that it just kept getting longer and longer, and I just started adding more details and rambling a little bit, like legit a lot of a lot of times I get more detailed about writing out my scripts these days, but at that point I was churning out content so fast that I would just outline what I wanted to say and hit the notes, and hit the high notes, hit the points that I wanted to hit, and I would just kind of improv a lot of it because I was putting out content every day. And so a lot of that ended up being me just talking about my own life in various ways. And the people who were most important to me. So, like Dave, my whole family and my oldest friends and Xena were all so touched by how much people have loved Dave. Because, well, I'm going to cry again. It's just that day. Dave was written, and these are happy tales because, I mean, it's a little sad because the inspiration for Dave is past. But, what a gift you guys have given me. He was my best friend. This from the time we were teenagers. The day we met, we became fast friends. Dated for a few, even gay as he is, we dated for the first few weeks we knew each other. And ended up being best friends until the day he died. And so when I tell stories about Dave, those are things that, I mean, the timeline is different, obviously, but when I talk about Dave, I'm telling stories that are straight from Timmy's life. And having people love Dave means that I have more people who love this man that was my brother. In a very southern kind of way, because we did kiss. But, he was like my brother. After a long time, it did outweigh. Like, we kind of forgot that we did that. But it is such a gift because there's just this feeling like there's more of him out in the world now than there would have been, and all because you guys have embraced him. And same thing with my mother and so many of my stories. So thank you all so very much. I appreciate Bird ASMR. I do. That's the other part. It is a very soft noise. I do like the sound of my dove, and I've gotten a lot of people who say they also like the sound of. If I get somebody who says they don't like the sound of my dove, I will not hold it against them. I will actually I would appreciate if somebody does not like the sound of the dove in the background. Please let me know, because I'm going to assume that most people are kind and will say kind things as opposed to negative things. So if I hear somebody say, "Oh, I don't like the sound. Your dove is too loud. I can't make out what you're saying," then I know I need to chill with the dove. I need to put him in another room because most people will not let me know. You know how I know? I know how often I make typos. Oh, I know. And I know how many. Now, partly reason people don't tell me is because they've just given the fuck up on me, rightly so. But let's see. Going back to, there were some comments that I know I saw. It's gotten off to a great start. Always love the Neko characters. You already complimented me about it, but find your speech pattern for the Neko absolutely adorable. Okay, thank you. The Neko, one reason the Neko will always be innocent, even though like my okay, the inspiration for the Neko, when I say that I start off with a punchline, like something that I wanted to say, the Neko was, I don't even know where this popped into my head, but I really wanted to say the line, "It's not a murder board. Why would you think it's a murder board? Stop calling it a murder board." And so, I think the very first line with the I think the very first audio with the Yandere Neko was her denying that she was plotting against someone who had tried to get too close to her human. The inspiration for the Yandere Neko, you would think was a cat. No. The Yandere Neko is actually not the cat. My son. When my son was very small, I had complications with my pregnancy, and then early on that were never life-threatening or endangering or anything like that. Just painful. And we used to joke that he was trying to kill me. It was like, I mean, he was very late to be born, and he was like, nobody needs to know this, but you're going to find out. He was a biter when he nursed. He was a biter. So we used to joke that he was like, I used to call him Stewie, from Family Guy. We thought he was Stewie from Family Guy. And I just joked about it in my werewolf videos, especially. Some of you will recognize that I used the voice for the Neko, saying, people who make voices for their cats. I did do that. That is the Yandere Neko. That is the voice that I used when we would when we would speak out what we assume were the thoughts the cats were speaking. But that was also the same voice that originated when I was attributing thoughts and words to my baby, saying yes. I do not know who you think you're fooling. I'm going to kill you in your sleep. What? Or some lines that we had attributed to my son's thoughts when he was a baby before he could speak. And then he was able to speak, and he didn't necessarily say those words, but he was a handful. I love him to death. He's a wonderful human being, and he is one of my favorite human beings because I've got another kid. But anyway, that also brings me back to a comment I saw coming back earlier. Where was it? Somebody asked me if I would do any dummy mommy stuff. No, I won't. And I absolutely see the appeal about it. Like, seriously? Oh my goodness. Speaking as a bisexual woman, I see the appeal. But also I do have 2 kids, and so the word mommy is very imprinted on me in a very different way. And so nothing makes me go, ooh, no. Nothing like from the other end of it, I see the appeal of it, but from this side of it, I'm like, So every once in a while, most people know that every once in a while, it's like somebody will pop up and say "mommy," will call me mommy or something like that, and I just shut down. I don't respond to it, and it's not because I'm upset with the person or what have you. It's twofold. For one, I don't want to encourage. I'm not going to shame anybody for it because I absolutely see the appeal, but I also don't want to give a reaction and go, ew, because then, like, there's always going to be somebody who thinks, oh, I can push her buttons, which, yeah, it's not a button. It's just, I'm not going to do it. So, anyway, yes, so thank you for asking. But yeah, no, none of the girls will go down the Dami Mommy role. I do like characters that are nurturing, and I can tend to take on that role myself without having that particular. In fact, funny enough, the one that's about to go live as soon as I wrap up this live stream, is a dominant character, and she's got those she's got that. She's got a little bit of that coming up. So the attitude is there. It's just that the word makes me go, no. So, the funny part about that is also that, like, my kids don't call me mommy. My kids have always called me mama, which is, I have never in my life referred to myself as mama. Never. I don't know how they both picked up mama. My parents were immigrants, and like you get that, like a lot of languages. Like when English is not your first language, a lot of people you call your parents mama and papa. But as a child, I felt awkward about that. I felt really awkward about that because I thought that it highlighted it othered me, and it made me feel a little bit more different. I was already feeling awkward because, like, my parents were a lot older. A lot of people knew that I was adopted at just before. I will never. I need to check this on my adoption certificate. It was either like days before my 6th birthday or days before my 7th birthday. But suffice it to say, people knew that, like, they weren't my biological parents. And so I felt like kind of a little weird about anything that was going to make me more different than I already was. So I used to, like, cling to mommy as opposed to mama and papa. Wow, all the deep psychological shit that's coming out today. So yeah, that word is just something that I don't respond to. So, although I've just spent 10 minutes responding to it. So this is it for the year. Jeremy, honestly, very entertaining, relaxing. Thank you so very much. The Neko would be fun in the Monster Girl Manor. I really do. And she's such an easy thing. She's such an easy character to write for me. She's so much fun. Richie, and Armax, hi, hello, how are you? You're a bit late. That's okay. We're going to be here for a bit, and that's why we're here for a bit. You're very, very sweet, and Armax is always so very kind in posting art for me and other VAs, and it's getting better all the time. Thank you. Jeremy Vargo, kids are adorable. Kids are a handful. Yes, and so are birds. So are birds. Cupcake, when you hear that sound, he has just landed on something, and he is laughing triumphantly because he's decided to say, I'm here, and this is mine. It's sort of it's an announcement that he's arrived, and it's territorial. So it adds that little chuckle, another dimension to that little chuckle. Thank you. Let's see. Why is there an echo? Oh. I don't know why there's an echo. I don't know why there's an echo. There should not be an echo. Is it a terrible echo? Since I've just heard about it, I'm assuming that it's not terrible, but I will also I will also check that out in a little bit and see if there's something I can do about it. It sounds like a filter. Okay. It sounds like a filter. What filter do I have on? Oh, I know what it is. I think I know what it is. I hope I know what it is. Let's close this out. I have a little, I have a sound changer. Whoops. Well, that's not great. Well, that's not good. I thought I was fixing something, and clearly I did not. We're going to try this again. We're going to fix. We are now experiencing technical difficulties that Will is going to reward because he rewards bad behavior. But thank you, Will. That was very sweet. Let me get this live stream, this VTube model back up because I clicked on the wrong thing. Or you know what? It's the ghost of Dreamy. It's the dreamy ghost. It's a dream ghost. Sounds like an inner monologue. It very well could be. But let me see about getting some of these. So I've got this voice changer app that I like a lot, and it's fun. It makes some fun. Sounds and voices. And it's fun to play with during live streams, but it also kind of hijacks the sound a little bit, and it doesn't always shut down. When I think I've shut it down, you have to take an extra step, make sure that it's logged out. Sounds like I'm speaking through a jar. Huh. That's not that then. What do I have open? I don't know what I have open. We're going to figure this out. But I'm also going to figure it out afterwards. We're going to roll with it. If you guys can hear and understand, then I'm going to roll with it and I will figure it out for the next time. So, because for me, audio on these things is always like the biggest. It's the biggest. Figuring out my audio on this is always the biggest trouble for me. Bless Method Switch for helping me figuring out my audio at all, because for a while it was absolutely awful. Oh, and Eclipse, thank you. Eclipse is one of the people that I was saying, like, one of the people that is absolutely a friend. Like, so we have a lot of fun teasing Eclipse, because Eclipse is such a good straight man, such a good sport, and also sets us up for punchlines, the best punchlines. He just lobs us softballs all the time, and we have so much fun playing with him. And I absolutely so adore Eclipse. And Mando, hi! Dream got a new pigeon, a ringneck dove. I got a ringneck dove, very close relative to the pigeon. They certainly sound, as you can hear, sounds kind of like a pigeon, but a ringneck dove. And Richie sounds like a robotic echo. I wonder if I don't have some. I wonder if no, it's all of my cables are plugged in properly. I didn't even change. I intentionally didn't change over my cables before I streamed today, because I didn't want to make any mistakes. I didn't want to change anything. Ironically, I didn't want to change anything and end up with some last minute mess ups. So apparently I managed it without ever changing anything. I could have had my nice neat cords lined up along underneath my desk and hidden, but no. I will have it soon. Jeremy, unfortunately got to get some sleep for work tomorrow. Thank you very much for stopping by. Jeremy says, I hope everyone has a good night and hope you have a great stream. Jeremy, you know what? It has been great because you've been here, Jeremy. Thank you so very much. I may be a little bit of a suck up, but I mean it. Is it sucking up if you're sincere about it? Okay, don't laugh about that. I'm trying to be convincing. Might as well have Xena here mocking me. Jesus. Oh. I am sorry. I just realized. I don't mean to take the Lord's name in vain. If you're Christian, I hate that I do that, and yet somehow it is my, like, every time I'm startled, that's the word that comes out of my mouth. I hate that because I'm never trying to offend another person's religious sensibilities, but it does slip out. clips. The bird is amazing. I'm so happy with this bird. He's so sweet and cuddly. Oh my goodness. Oh. Okay. I got a frog costume for him. I got a frog costume. So, he's very sweet about wearing the costume. I'll have to get a picture of him. I also have to get a picture of him looking at his little VTube version of himself. And I just got a glimpse of my VTube model when I look off to the side and see how he bounces off my shoulder. I'm going to have to attach him to some other part of my model. But I have a frog costume for him for Halloween. And I will be taking him out for Halloween because I've got a bird leash, and I'm gonna have fun with him. I've tried to avoid okay, so some people will take their birds out on leashes. It sounds ridiculous, but it's actually not a bad thing normally. But bird flu is a thing that you have to watch out for lately, and so if I do, he will not be and I also live in an area with a lot of hawks and eagles and falcons, so we're not going to do that unless he's like right next to me. The leash is not so that he can kind of fly around the leash, is to keep him from getting far if he tries to get off my shoulder or get out of my hand. So Remax probably going to have to leave to dream. You go do that. Have a wonderful stream and really happy for you. Thanks so very much. You go have sweet dreams, and I will talk to you later. Have a good one, RMX. Not an angel, actually a pigeon monster girl. The wings were bird inspired. It was twofold because I like birds. I love birds. I've usually had birds. The only time I didn't was for a period of time when I had a sick and dying cat. Like, my cat was fading for the past couple of years, and I didn't want to get another pet while she needed so much love and attention. I didn't want to get another pet that would require love and attention while she needed love and attention. But the last bird I had was a cockatoo, and he was, I want to say that he was sweet. He was not as sweet as Cupcake is. I was in an abusive relationship with a bird, is what I'm saying. He would bite everyone. He took a blood sacrifice from everybody who came near him. And I loved him. I understood him. I understood that he didn't mean it. He didn't mean it. He just didn't know any better. He couldn't help himself. Okay, so the one time I was holding him, and he just didn't want to be put down. And it was so very sweet when you think about it. He was so very sweet. He was just trying to cling to me. But the problem is that birds cling with their beaks, and he had a really big beak, and it was a sharp beak, and it was a beak that could crack hazelnuts and Brazil nuts in his beak, and it was a strong, big, sharp beak, and he was holding on to my arm with it deep, and there's still a divot in my forearm from where he bit me that day and wouldn't let go. So my partner would tease me about being in a domestic abuse situation with my parrot, because I would make excuses for him. He was very sweet, though, in a bitey, sort of bloody sort of way. When I got Cupcake, I was like, I'm going to get a bird, but this time I want to get another bird, but this time I want it to be a bird that cannot make me bleed. And Cupcake has been very good at not making me bleed. He's also just as cuddly as my cockatoo was. But if he doesn't want me to put him down, there's nothing he can do about it. So, Mushan, thank you so very much for oh my goodness, 20 more memberships. You are so Mushan, you are incorrigible. You are absolutely incorrigible. I appreciate you, but you are incorrigible. I want you to do these things for yourself. I want you to you need to stop. You need to stop now. And you need to stop and just do nice things for yourself. Do nice things for yourself. I want you to do nice things for yourself. Remember the whole like, be as good to yourselves as you are to me? Have you been this good to yourself today? If not, go be good to yourself. Not like right now. Hang out with me right now because I want to hang out with you. But Mushan is a legend. Mushan is very sweet. And not and like so supportive to everybody. Like what a truly wholesome person. Wildcat will be stepping out for a moment. Well, thank you, and we'll see you soon. If we are still here, I'm assuming we'll still be here. So next character for the Monster Girl Manor will be the ghost, the snobby ghost, which I don't know what I'll do for her. Well, actually, it's not that hard. The first date is basically giving backstories. When I did I was the first one to turn in my script, my script and my lines for the Monster Girl Manor, I think. In fact, I know. And I hadn't seen anybody else do them yet. So mine is a little bit different. Mine reads like a first date as opposed to the introduction. So I need to do an introduction for my angel character. And then I'll do an introduction for the snobby ghost character, and that's easy enough to do because I know the character. I already know her backstory and how she came to be. Golly, yeah, Adam. Everyone is getting memberships because Mushan is going wild. Mushan is a generous, sweet soul who wants everybody to be in on the party. Who wants nobody to be left out, and doesn't ever want anybody to miss the party. So thank you, Mushan, so very much. And also everybody, if you do not know, Mushan is also another VA, and he games. He is Mushan Gaming ASMR? Mushan Game. Wow. Let me take a look. I usually know off the top of my head. Yeah, Mushan Gaming ASMR. Or is it Mushan Gaming plus ASMR? I will link to Mushan in the description before we head out. But he is a VA, and I have streamed with him before, and I've done a voice for you for something, didn't I? I think I voiced something for you. Or did I make you voice something? Made him voice something to me. I know we've worked together on something. I can't like, I'm overtired and brain dead right now, but I know we've done something. Mushan is amazing. And Prince Eugene, Mushan is an absolute cutie. Actually, yes. I kind of love Mushan. Should I admit this? I've said this to Wani. I love the white-haired... I'm such a sucker for the white-haired anime boys. Oh my goodness. Appeals to my daddy issues, but also love the white-haired anime boys. So... So I love Mushan's VTube model and avatar. Feels like a constant state of being for me. Yeah, I feel that. Midnight. Good night. Thank you very, very much for stopping by. It is always so nice to see you, and I appreciate you. You are another one that's like, you've been with my channel for so long, and you are always such a pleasure to see, and always so... I'm probably talking to somebody who's already gone, but maybe he'll come back in here. If not, be sure to tell him. Be sure, you know what? When you see Midnight, When you see Midnight in the comments, tell him Dreamy loves you. Now I kind of hope that he isn't here so that he gets... You won't know where that's coming from. What's it, Midnight? Yes, it feels like a constancy to me. It has been a week. It's been a very busy week. It's been a very good week. It's been full of blessings, but also I've been exhausted this week. Pigeons are also called exactly, Brian. Pigeons are called rock doves. All pigeons are doves. Not all doves are pigeons. So, if you're in the chat right now, there is Mushan right there. You can you can copy and paste his name and go find his channel. Not that I would encourage you to go leave my channel right now, but I'm saying he's here. He's good. He's a good actor. He's got a good voice. Got a great VA. Got a great V2 model. So, let's see. What else is coming up for the channel? I've got other things coming up for the channel. We have... Making progress on the cupcake cookbook. The cupcake cocktails cookbook. I said this... I keep saying cookbook. It's not. Since it's cocktails, it's a recipe book. I said this the other day. When I hit like 10,000 subscribers, I think, I decided that I was going to do something. In fact, if I recall, I might have tried to get it going before. I might have thought I was going to get it out by 10,000 subscribers. It was such an ambitious idea. Because one of the things that Z and I were talking about was that it was a period where I was being constantly restricted on YouTube. I've gotten that problem. That problem has been fixed, thank goodness. But I was being constantly restricted on YouTube, and it was getting very frustrating. And I was just like, what can I do to make them stop? Because I would keep getting temporarily restricted, and I would appeal it, and I was always on appeal, being released from restriction and getting full monetization. And and full monetization on it, at the time, what was probably 1,000 views, or if I was lucky, not a huge thing, but also since I was not making much at all on the channel, I needed to do what I could do. So having that restriction. And it also would restrict. It would age restrict. What did age restrict? It would restrict me from being promoted. So that was the other problem. And so I finally got that settled. But while we were trying to figure out what was going on, Z mentioned that YouTube will treat you a little more seriously, give you a little bit more gravitas. That was a bird landing on the mic. Hi, Cupcake. Hiya. Hello. Would take you a little more seriously, give you a little more gravitas if you had an author page and you were linking out from your author page. I was like, okay, great. I've been writing all of these years. That's not a problem. And I thought maybe I would recycle some old stories. And I was like, that's not a great idea, because then that would link. It is possible for that to tie into yet a pen names, but still a different name. Hello. I'm being distracted by how cute. He's doing the same little fluffy feather thing that he's doing in my VTube model, right in front of my face on my mic. And I'm going to post some pictures of this boy. Hello. Hello. I'm going to post some pictures of this boy in his sitting on my mic when I get done, and also when I get him in his costume. Hi. He's giving me kisses back. So anyway, anyway, so I thought, you know what? I was in this dilemma. Like, if I write something, especially at the time I was doing content every day, it's like, if I write something, I need to put it on the channel, right? Because I need content every day. Nom de plume. Putting the plume in nom de plume. Yes, Midnight. I see what you did there. Hello, baby. You're going to sit here and make sure that I pet you. How do you like that soft little ASMR rustling? So yeah, I will post pictures of him checking out his own avatar, checking out his own VTube model, and pictures of him in his costume when we get close to Halloween. Going all full on ASMR with the rustling. Richie, thank you so very much. And thank you, and good night. You have a good night and sweet dreams, babe. Gotta step out, Jim. All right, thank you so very much. Thank you for the congratulations, and thank you for stopping by. So, anyway, when I was trying to decide what to write and what to put out for a book on YouTube to get an author page under this name, I thought, you know what I could do? I could do a cupcake cocktails recipe book. I just gotten the idea to make cupcake cocktails, and one of the first things I thought of, one of the first reasons I wanted to do cupcake cocktails, because Christian Cleopa is here. I wanted to make instead of a Shirley Temple, a Christian Temple. That was one reason I wanted to do a mocktail of a Christian Temple, and also, but I couldn't decide if I wanted that or I also wanted to do a kilo of cupcake cocktail, just because I like the alliteration of it. So I ended up doing both. Those were two of the first that I came up with. And I thought it would be a quick, easy thing, because like, you don't have to do that many recipes for a recipe book, or that many cocktails for a cocktail recipe book. And it was going to be pictures. Half of it was going to be pictures anyway, right? What I did not take into account is that I don't drink that often. And when I do, I really can't drink more than, if I get further than a drink in, I get super giggly. 2 drinks in and I am 3 sheets. And I am such a lightweight for drinking. It's not funny. Which is so funny. I'm 6 feet tall, right? And like 1 drink will make me sleepy, 2 drinks makes me giggle. And then there's just skirting in shoes, 5 foot tall Zena Alexander, who can knock them back like nobody's business. If you saw the 2 of us walk into any place, you would not think that she's the one who could handle her liquor. No. She has, like, she can drink to the point where it's a measurable amount of her body weight in one sitting. Anyway, so the idea that I was going to make a cupcake cocktail cookbook was so naive, so ambitious. I thought I would knock it out so quickly, and here I am so much later. Has it been 2 years? I don't know if it's been 2 years now. It's been a while that I was just working through this, testing these cocktails. And when I'm telling you I'm testing them, I'm like making them in shot glasses. I'm reducing the amounts so that I can try different versions, right? Like if I wanted to, like when I made the Christian Temple, the Christian Temple was easier because it was basically a Shirley Temple with ramune and pineapple juice and grenadine. Yeah, I think that's it. So it was easy, but like trying to find out how much pineapple juice to put in it, how much grenadine, what have you. It was a matter of trying 3 different versions and seeing which is too sweet and which is too not sweet and which is just right, baby bear. So I've been doing that with all of these cocktails, trying to find the balance that is not too sweet and not too strong or what have you. And it's taken me a while, but I'm getting there. I've got a good lot. And I've also discovered some drinks that I never would have known that I liked. Saint Germain. I'm looking at you. Saint Germain elderflower liqueur. I have discovered because of this, and I'm very pleased. Tyanzi, thank you very, very much for stopping by. You got a movie night. A movie night with your love. Go have fun. Thank you so very much. You're awesome. You're awesome. You suddenly feel like a terrible drunk? No, probably not. I mean, maybe. I don't know, but I don't think so. If you're measuring yourself against me, no, I am just an incredible lightweight. I have never had a high tolerance for alcohol, which makes me a cheap date. Can't argue with it, can't complain about it. Life is good. It's always good to be me. I was saying the other day, I tend to say that whenever anybody asks me how I'm doing. It's always good to be me. It sounds like a brag. I don't really mean it like that. I just mean that I am very grateful for the things that I have, for the people that I have mostly, and for the most part, good health, and good friends, and good family, and a job that I absolutely love. I get to make a career out of writing and playing games and being supportive to people in a way that I'd always wanted to do. And I am able to do that because of you guys. I was writing before this, and I had done voice acting before this, but it was never quite the same. Mo, humble brag. I mean, yeah, but mostly, it's full on gratitude. Every time I say it, I feel full on gratitude for mostly the people in my life. I'm like, I will never not be thankful for the people that I have in my life, even though I'm kind of a solitary human being. I'm not the most social, and I get awkward, and I get shy, and I get stage fright, but I still somehow manage to have so many people supporting me that I have not earned. Frankly, I haven't earned all of you guys. You've just been very, very kind to give me your attention, and to give me your approval, and to give me your kind words. And I will never feel like I've lived up to this, but I will always be grateful for it. So, just so long as it doesn't have Jägermeister in it, it's good. Jägermeister isn't, like, most of them don't. But there is Jägermeister in a couple of them. And I also discovered Jägermeister and Fireball. A few other things that I've discovered that, like, wow, did not know I would like those. So I've been... And I have so many little mini bottles now because I didn't want to commit to some of them. Oh, Snowblood Husky, thank you so much. See, I like to think that everyone deserves praise. I like to think that everyone deserves someone in their corner. And I appreciate it. I also have a lot. And it is hard to wrap your head around. it is hard to wrap your head around support from so many people. It's hard to picture so many people. In fact, I better not picture. I need to stop trying to picture so many people. Oh my goodness, what am I thinking? Why did I even go there when I have stage fright? Why did I just sit here and say, "Oh, that's a lot of people"? Why did I put my brain on that? Why did I do that? Why do I do these things to myself? That was almost pathological. Those mini bottles make great props and accessories for D&D. Oh, you're right. Yeah, they do. I can think of a lot of, thinking of it like that. I have a couple of artists in my family, and one of them does a lot of miniatures and stuff like that. So I was collecting them for her. But I also, at one point, liked making dollhouses. The problem, I was looking at making things like dollhouse accessories for them, and out of them, the problem is like the scale. It couldn't be. It's obviously too big for a dollhouse bottle, but it's not too big to be the base of a lamp for a dollhouse, something like that. So when we could make chandeliers out of something like that. So anyway, yeah, still options. We can turn it into stuff. Just think we're all a flock of birds. Oh, I like that. Oh, that makes it such a happy thought. I'm gonna think that you're all birds. Oh my goodness. 30,000 birds would be something straight out of Alfred Hitchcock, though. I'm down for it, though. So, Duke, thank you. I have had an amazing day. I really have. It's been, I started off early. I woke up I woke up very early, and part of it, I'm sure, was jitters and nerves. Usually when I'm live streaming, it's because I haven't, I know I should schedule like ahead of time, but when I schedule, I make myself really anxious. If I have something on a calendar, I work myself up to it because I'm like, oh, now I'm committed. I can't, I'm committed. And it makes me really anxious. Nova, thank you so very much. Thank you for stopping by, and thank you for the congratulations. You can be an eagle. Mandalorian, you can be an eagle. What kind of eagle do you want to be? Do you want to be the big eagle? The golden eagle is the biggest. And it's also my favorite drink at Dutch Bros. So, yeah, so I woke up especially early because I did have something scheduled, and I knew it was, being a celebration, it will normally get, things like this will get a bigger audience than my usual just stopping by and streaming. And so I got a little anxious, and I woke up very, very early, and then I had to worry about being... Then I got anxious about being tired. I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm going to be tired. I'm going to be tired. But it's still been a good day. I got to hang out with my partner. Got to get some work done. I got my video uploaded and ready to go. It's going to be going live as soon as I wrap up here, which is probably going to be in another 10 minutes. And after this, I am going to... For some of you, I'm speaking to some very particular people right now. I'm going to be downloading the new live version of Goblin Cleanup. Goblin Cleanup? Yeah, Goblin Cleanup. Love that fucking game. John Wick, hi! I got very squeaky there. I get very excited to see John Wick. Me and my squeaky chair. So yeah, it has been a good day. It's going to continue to be a good day. And how could it not be a good day when I've got all of you here, even though this many people does make me a little queasy if I think about it. But we're just going to not think about it, because you know what? Oh, hello. Bird just landed on my shoulder. in in the words of Zena Alexander, there are a few live people. Only my closest friends are live, and then the rest are all bots. If it looks like there are a lot of people watching, they're not. It's just bots, So it's good. It's just me and a handful of friends and bots. Anybody who's not talking is a bot. I don't have to be stage fright. I don't have to get stage fright over bots. I have a bird grooming himself on my shoulder. And that wouldn't be so bad, except I'm wearing a spaghetti strap tank top, and he's scratching me. Got a little... hello. It matches what's happening on the screen. Actually, yeah, that's exactly... He's doing the little fluttery thing. He's flirting. He's on my shoulder. He's on the same shoulder, and he's flirting. Doing his little wing flap. Doing his little wing twitch. Hello. He's so sweet and cuddly. Anyway, let's see. Any last questions before I wrap up? I've got just a few minutes, and I'm going to have to say goodbye so that I can go get dinner, download Goblin Cleanup, and go live with my next audio that I had a lot of fun doing. I'm going to have fun with the next few. Oh, he's sliding off my shoulder. It's not so bad until he starts sliding off. Tiny little nail scratches. Yes, Eclipse especially as a bot. Oh, you know what? Oh, wow. John, traveling back and forth between Japan and Hawaii. That's exciting. I have so many questions now, but they're all like personal and where in Japan. I want to talk about like where in Japan and where. But not appropriate to have identifying and asking personal questions on a live stream to somebody that you don't actually know. But very exciting, and I hope you're having a great time, and I hope you're having so much fun. I'm excited for you. It sounds wonderful. And Snowblood Husky, thank you for stopping by. You go have a great night, and thank you again for the congratulations. And Prince Eugene, an AI. I love AI. I love AI. I mean, I do fully realize that AI is going to be the end of my career, but I still love it. Brian Manville, black pigeons are beautiful. Pigeons are amazing. Pigeons get a bad rip for being like the rats of the sky, but the sheen on pigeons is so beautiful. Well, the rock dove pigeons, the street pigeons the common pigeons that you see, and also some of the other types, a bit like the homing pigeons and stuff like that, can have them, but mostly the common pigeon is such a pretty bird to me. Art wants to know if I like cilantro. Surfing competition. Oh my. That doesn't make you John Wick. That makes you Point Break. I'm impressed. I'm fully impressed. And there's a trick question. Method Switch did this live stream where she was like, how Floridian are you? There was this test that she took. And one of the questions on that questions on that test was like, have you ever surfed? How much of a Floridian are you? Have you ever surfed? And I'm like, that's a freaking trick question, because there's no surfing in Florida. There are not waves in Florida that you can surf on unless there's a hurricane or tropical storm coming on. So, and that's, it doesn't give you enough time between, that doesn't give you enough time to learn before you're going to be drowned by the storm. So, you went back to surfing after you went back to surfing after you retired from being a doctor. Oh, wild. Okay. Well, welcome to retirement. Congratulations. Unlike doves, pigeons mate for life, and I think that's beautiful. I did not know that. ignore me. I'm not ignoring you. That name, I'm not going to listen to your name, but I did. I like that. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. You have to keep duck dive bombing pigeons while on a trip to Paris. Like big city pigeons are. There's something. They are not afraid of people, are they? Eclipse. You summoned someone? Prom! Hi, Prom! Eclipse is a troublemaker. Hi, Prom. Hey, sweetie. How you doing? I'm so glad to see you. It's so good to see you, Bolt. Yes. The amazing Bolt. What a good peppers. And what a sweetie. We're as opposed to Art, who wants to know if I like cilantro because he's trying to start shit. He's trying to start shit. This Art in probably the first week that I had my cupcake factory server for my Patreon started a war over whether or not cilantro tastes like soap, and he takes it very personally. If you have that soapy gene in you, he will forgive me one day. Wildcat, you're back. You got back. And Method, my love. Okay, Method Switch Audios has the most beautiful voice, the most delicious. It's like butter. I could listen to Method all day fucking long, and it doesn't hurt that she is one of my favorite people in the world. She is just a wonderful, wonderful human being, and I love everything that she does and everything that she is. So, I'm so glad you got to stop by. And Adam80 says hi, Method, as well. If you are not following Method, you need to go over there right now, because I don't know what you're doing with your life if you're not following Method. Use Method. Hello. Method. Method Switch Audios. Go check out Method Switch Audios because she is amazing. She was also in week before. She was the snarky interviewer for the. God, it's been a few weeks now. She was the snarky interviewer in my arrogant superhero. I can speak arrogant superhero audio story, and I've had her do other things with me as well. But she's got the best voice. The best voice. On a regular basis, people don't like their own voices. I'm not gonna argue with it because I am just grateful, but I also don't like my own voice, and I don't know why other people do. So I will always be grateful that other people do. The only time I've ever liked my own voice was I walked into a studio once and I heard a recording. I got really scared because I thought that yeah, thank you for laughing. I thought that I had been replaced on an account that I was the voice for. And it turned out as I got closer, I was like, no. I realized at the very end, oh, that was me. That's what I sound like when I'm recorded. That's what I sound like when I have a good sound editor. But that was my attitude. Yeah, exactly. We all hate our own voices. So, great Cerebrum girl. Thank you very much. All right, guys. It is that time. I'm going to wrap up I'm going to go make sure that all of my, I've crossed my T's and dotted my I's on today's video. And it is going to be live in just a minute after I make sure everything's proper on it. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for all of your support and your comments. And I'm sorry, I'm watching my bird fly around the room. Thank you for all of your support, and thank you for all of your kind words and your likes and your subscriptions and your donated memberships and your shares and just 30,000 subscribers is so much. And hard to wrap my head around, but I'm very, very humbled by it. And I appreciate you all. I hope that you will all be I hope you're better to yourselves than you are to me, because you're so very good to me, and I think that you guys deserve the world. So, thank you. You have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. And thank you, Kevin. Bye-bye.